What do you do with their hands?
Yeah. Can we just do this? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of CAFMA Connect. All of the senior staff is out on a conference. I was going to tap the table, but apparently Jonah doesn't like that. I have with me EMS Chief Doug Niemynski, and I myself am Brett Poliakon, our EMS Captain.
And together we form
the EMS Division. We're blowing it up now, huh? That's a new thing.
That's how it
Very
works.
cool. Today we got asked by our wonderful public relations coordinator, Kathy Goodman, to come in and give us some updates and some introduction to our EMS division. And first, we're going to start out, Chief, with our Lucas devices.
So yeah, some good news, some exciting new things to talk about. Yesterday, actually, we were informed that we were allowed to purchase 2 Lucas CPR chest compression devices. So we've been wanting these for, I don't even know, years. They're really nifty devices that are very user-friendly. Our guys have been asking for them. We initially had been using a different device, which we got on a grant, but those devices are breaking down, and unfortunately the company went out of business, so we can't even get them fixed. So we're kind of out of luck when it comes to our old product, but these Lucas devices are something we've been looking to get.
So does that know the Lucas devices are going to be taking place of the old ones?
Yeah.
Each battalion will have one on the battalion rig?
So yeah, each battalion, so we have 2 battalions, one out here in, we call Battalion 3, that's Prescott Valley, Dewey-Humboldt, and Battalion 6 would be Chino Valley, Paulden, Williamson Valley, that kind of area. So each of those units will carry a Lucas device. And so they would respond in their battalion chief rig to any call for cardiac arrest and bring that unit to the scene. And our guys will be trained on how to quickly assemble it and get it on the patient and start chest compressions with it.
So some of the benefits for the Lucas device is to allow for providers to have their hands off. One person kind of taking their hands off, basically allow for an automated system to deliver that chest compression.
Sure. So when you think about, like, we have 3 persons typically on an engine, sometimes 4, but usually 3. So one of those persons is stuck doing chest compressions at all times, and we rotate people through every 2 minutes. So now you get this thing on the patient, the Lucas device hooked up, hit the start button, and it starts doing the chest compressions for you, and it frees up that other person to do, IV skills, intubation, drugs, maybe talking with a family member, lots of different things that we could be doing. So
yeah, so another part of that too is it allows for a higher compression fraction ratio, which is kind of a big term for more compressions during that minute.
That's kind of for geeks, I suppose, like us, in EMS, we would look at that kind of data at the after a code. We're able to actually download the data from that device through our heart monitor, and then we can do what we call CQI, which is quality improvement, and we'll say, okay, we had this much time off chest, which means like we weren't performing chest compressions during this amount of the code. The depth of compressions are this. It captures all this data, and so we'll be able to do a report after a code and review it with the crew and say, okay, good job here. Here's where we can improve. We need to get this unit on a little bit faster, so we need to work on timing, stuff like that,
Another challenge that crews generally face is movement of our patient, where the Lucas device can be placed on, the compressions be continued on during that transportation process from location to ambulance and not interrupt that CPR process.
Sure.
So that's a benefit as well.
Indefinitely until the battery runs out, which it's a long time.
Yeah, lithium-ion batteries will run for a while. So perfect. Those will be coming. They're on order, or they're in the process of being ordered.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have an in-service for our crews in that regard, and they'll be fully trained when those arrive.
Actually, I think we're going to do that prior to them even arriving, because we got a 120-day window for the delivery to take place. Things are still on back order. So during that time, we'll develop the training, get it out to our guys, and then once it arrives, we'll practice hands-on.
I'll develop the training, is what you're saying.
No, they already have it. I already asked for it.
Gotcha.
Stryker has it. So
okay, gotcha.
We don't have to rebuild, the wheel.
Gotcha. Cool. So that's one thing that's kind of up and coming for EMS. Just basically brand new that we learned about yesterday. Again, we've been trying for about 4 or 5 years to get our hands on some new technology, new devices that allow us to be a little more advanced with our rescue attempts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's perfect. Anything else with Lucas? Anything else that's kind of coming around? Who else carries them in the region?
The city's had them for, I don't even know how many years, but their battalion chief rigs have them. our guys at 51 have used it running calls with Battalion 1 numerous times. And they're the ones that always call and say, when are we going to get Lucas devices, man? These things are great. They're easy. They work. So like I said, we've been wanting them. Unfortunately, they're fairly expensive. And so it took a while, but we're there. So
yeah, we'll also have to coordinate with the hospital that we're, arriving with them. Mm-hmm. Those units are, to be used or to be isolated or to be utilized while they're in use as well. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Moving on, I guess we are clearing some time pretty quick here. We have upcoming CPR classes for the general population, for not only for the citizens but for our own providers. November 3rd is a Heart Savers class, and then December 1st is our BLS class. And those are held every Friday, or try to be as close as we can, the first Friday of the month. So, coming in January, if you look at those scheduled dates, as long as it's not near a holiday or interfering with some other training, they're generally around that first Friday of the month.
Yeah, and as long as we have a minimum of a few students, we'll have the class. Sometimes you'll get 2 people signed up, and then we just kind of bump them to the next class because it's just not enough people to hold a class. But typically we do have these classes, and we encourage everybody to attend. Yeah,
the classes are at CARTA, so they're here located in Prescott Valley, the first Friday of every month. To sign up for the class, you just go to our website, cazfire.gov, and then from there you just go to our training. The classes, again, are open to the general public. There is no prerequisites. There's no high expectations in regards to previous knowledge or experience. It can be as young as 12 years old to be able to attend that class and be certified up until you're physically able to do the task. So we always welcome the public. We always welcome our providers to attend those classes in addition to.
Sure, and just know, like Heart Saver, there's no test. It's not like, you're basically learning the skill. We're going to show you, we're going to work with you so that when you come out of there, you're confident to perform CPR. It doesn't obligate you to do it. It just teaches you the skill. So whether you choose to do it or not, that's on you.
Yeah, not only that, but the awareness level of it too. To be aware of not only just the CPR, but we teach first aid side of it too. So if you go hiking, if you're out there, you're aware of sprains, strains, injuries, breaks. We cover a vast topic levels, and we try to break it down for the provider's skill set too. If there's something that they're looking for specifically, our instructors are knowledgeable and experienced to kind of lean them to the direction they should probably be going with their training or abilities. So it's a good entry level portion.
We also cover AED use, which is, you'll see AEDs, if you go shopping or any kind of government buildings, they're the automated external defibrillators. So
I was going to let you stumble over that one, so that was pretty good.
It's hard to do, but anyway, the little boxes, and you'll see the little sign with the sticker says AED here, whatever, little electrical charge symbol. So we covered their use in the classes, so that when you come out of there, you're not afraid to try to use an AED. And then another kind of similar thing that we do for like nonprofits, schools, churches, things like that. If they want to purchase an AED and they do it through CAFMA, and we have Eric Trujillo in the warehouse that will order up whatever model that they choose, and the prices vary. Typically about $1,000 though.
Right about, yeah.
So they buy an AED, then we will go there and teach up to 25 people of their staff or church members how to do CPR and use an AED.
And certify them.
And that's free. They're just purchasing the AED.
Yeah, so those costs kind of offset one another. So if you go through a church that has 25, members, and that cost usually runs about $50 per student. If you take that cost and associate that with purchasing a device, the AED, that device will kind of offset that cost of the training. So it's always an incentive for our community to be involved with that AED program. For that information, feel free to contact our office, or you can get a hold of through our website or through our phone number. So we can get you that information as you see fit. Kathy, do you have anybody in particular?
Anybody in particular for what?
To contact for an AED program?
Oh, to contact. Yeah, well, I can give you the number.
Front person, yeah.
Yes, it's 928-772-7711. And then the website, of course, is cazfire.gov. And I would also like to say I have taken our CPR AED class from you guys, and it is absolutely fantastic. I learned so much, and I feel very confident about my skills.
Very cool.
So I would recommend it to anybody.
Awesome. Well, with that, we're running pretty short on time here. Chief, you have anything else to add, or any other subjects you want to cover?
Can't really think of anything right now.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys' time. Thanks for watching. This was a quick one. This was a 9.5 minutes, so
Yay.
This was perfect in timing. And we'll see you guys next week. Sorry, we're not Freitag and the fellowship.
I guess one thing we would like to add.
Oh, go ahead.
We were talking about earlier. Just want to say thanks to our crews out there doing an excellent job. We run a lot of EMS calls, and you guys are killing it. Not the people, just doing a really good job. So that's a bad term. That wasn't good.
I'd say they're doing a fantastic job at the skills
job.
and services being delivered.
So keep up the good work. We appreciate you.
Thank you.